Wow, so Harrison really did kill that guy?
It's obviously self-defense.
Alright guys, this one's going to be doing another review today, this one's going to be doing another review for today. We're going to be doing our next review for Dexter New Blood. This one is for episode 4, titled H is for Heroes. So, Harrison the hero, quote unquote. My god, this was a crazy ass episode. So, this episode was massive. We kind of continue on with the storylines going on this season with Harrison in particular. I would say that he is kind of our lead character for this episode. We basically see that after what he found out last episode about Ethan being a sick, twisted individual that has thoughts about killing certain people in this school, Harrison takes action. But they kind of play the episode out in an interesting fashion because over the course of the episode, they make it seem like the school had some kind of event happen, some kind of stabbing went down, some kind of attack happened, and you don't really know what happened, and Harrison is looked at as a victim, but it sounds like Harrison saved a lot of people, and they kind of make him out to be a hero and everything like that, and Dexter immediately is sus about this. He's like, okay, wait a minute, what happened here, Ethan is stabbed in the leg, and, Harrison, he got stabbed, what happened here, what went down? And we kind of spend this episode building up to the reveal that it sounds like something went down and Harrison may have taken the first action. So that's kind of the idea, is that Harrison is looked at as the hero to the school, but Harrison's actually the one that attacked Ethan because of the horrible thoughts that he had to hurt people in the school. So it's an interesting thing because it's like Harrison really did do all this. He really did attack, so he's in the wrong. But at the same time, he did it so that he could save the people that this Ethan kid was outing in the school that he claimed that he was going to kill. So Harrison is a savage killer, but he's also a hero. There's two angles to it, which is really interesting. Harrison is a really, really interesting character with a lot of different layers and a lot of just stuff that messes with your mind, stuff that I would not expect to see. And I gotta say, Harrison is a really interesting character. He's bar none my favorite character of this episode. And in this one too, we get sequences of this podcast that is shown. This Molly chick has this podcast where she discusses some previous world events and stuff, and one of them talks about the Trinity Killer. Well, of course, Harrison listens to this on his headphones, and he hears about on this podcast that the Trinity Killer killed women in certain different ways, and he finds out about his mother, and he's just sitting there with this straight look on his face, listening to the story about his mother getting murdered. Absolutely insane. It's a way to call back to the Trinity Killer, I gotta tell you. Absolutely insane. But we reveal in this episode, as Dexter is kind of investigating this whole thing, and you have fake Deb that's there, who's kind of like, Dexter, you stab me. You play out the scenario in your head so that you can piece the puzzle together, Deb is hilarious, man. I'm so pissed that she's gone, but I'm also happy that, Claude Phillips is utilizing her still and having her interact with Dexter, because a lot of this is how Deb would act. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of this is how she would kind of react to a lot of this stuff, and she's always picking at Dexter and saying, yeah, you're gonna screw up your son. You're gonna screw everything up, it's just a matter of time. That's what happens, But she's also just freaking hilarious. It's awesome. It's awesome to have that Jennifer Carpenter, charisma still on the show. I think it really does add a certain level, you know what I'm saying? And plus, we've had Harry hallucinations for so many seasons. It's actually kind of a nice switch up to have Deb be the one that he's kind of thinking about, you know what I mean? And, really creative. Really, really, really creative. Now, we find out that Harrison was in the wrong, that he did start this whole thing, and as soon as Dexter figures this out, he knows he's got a problem with his son, and it's a massive reveal, and he kind of, realizes that him, witnessing Rita's death in the way that he did when he was a little boy, it has taken an effect on him, just like it took an effect on Dexter as a as a little kid. He literally is his father. He is. Harrison and Dexter are not all that different. They both were little babies experiencing their mother dead, and they're both in a pool of blood as they get, traumatized. And that is both of them have gone through the same thing. Thing is, Harrison now is growing up, and he's starting to have this dark passenger of his own that's kind of taking himself over, so Dexter's going to have to do something, you know, and that's kind of how we end the episode, is finding out that Harrison is guilty. He did start it. He killed Ethan. Maybe Ethan, you know, you could say, like, yeah, Ethan was psycho. He was going to do something, and he was going to kill people in the school, but without him actually doing that action, who's to say he would have done that, you know? So we have a problem with Harrison. We do, and Dexter clearly can tell that. Absolutely screwed up. But on top of that, while we've got a montage at the end of Harrison doing a like big speech, you have Kurt, who of course is worried about his his son Matt, of course, that got killed in the first episode. Well, we find out that the guy that's been locking these women up in these rooms over the course of the last few episodes is revealed at the end of the episode to be Kurt. And as he lets in this woman with like this green hair, brings her in, we have a reveal that it's been Kurt the entire time that is this savage killer. So absolutely insane, man. Absolutely insane. It really throws you through a loop, because it's like, okay, damn. Like, damn, okay. So yeah, he's the killer. He is the killer the entire time. Nuts. Absolutely nuts, man. Absolutely insane. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What did you guys think of episode 4 of New Blood? I got a perfect 10 out of 10 for this episode. This is a fantastic episode as usual, and I'm loving what they are doing with this show. It's fantastic. So let me know your thoughts. Post your opinions. Post your comments down below. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe so you don't miss any other videos for Dexter. Make sure, of course, to follow me on Dan's Views Official on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys very soon for more videos for Dexter New Blood. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist. Beat rogue gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.